It's from my her fans. Ain't that what you get out clothes? Blue silver and the white color we die for. Respect the story. This year we get a fight. Six we win this thing, homie. You know who we are. I'm ready to feel now. That's what they need us. That's for them haters. I know they hate us. They want that point, but they can't find us. Marco Murray breaking records, gonna let them
Yo, what it do? What it do, gang? Hey, I'm Royal Rawls, and we back again just for you. Shout out to the We Them Boys Cowboys remix. I don't have the rights to that music, so don't think I do. Copyright, I know it's probably coming true. Hey, it's all good though. It's all good though, cause still, no matter what, We Them Boys. We gonna listen and watch a couple videos and react to them. I'll probably put the camera mostly on those videos so that y'all see them. Y'all get my voice translated in the background. I will switch back and forth to my face in the midst of it though. So we about to get this underway. I got a couple of things to react to. I don't have a whole lot prepared as I've been trying to get shit done out in the yard. I've been trying to get a whole bunch of yard work done. And then it rained. So I kind of have like I'm trying to get rid of wet grass and it's a pain in the ass. It just is what it is. So we got no Shroom and no Nemo. Okay. Whatever. The two people that complain about each other are both gone. Whatever. I ain't here to beg for people. Y'all want to be here. Y'all enjoy being here. I appreciate y'all being here. If you don't, who am I to hold you against your willpower? You got free will. So at the end of the day, if that's what you want to do, you want to leave, you want to go do that, whichever, that's fine. I'm getting messages from both of them complaining about each other. I haven't gotten messages from Shroom, not that I know of, not recently, but he complained about talk crap about Nemo. Nemo then complained to me in my DMs like, "Hey, it's just a bunch of mess. Like, I ain't here for it. I ain't here to be people's babysitter. That ain't what I'm here for. I'm here to talk about football, or I'm on the other channel to talk about wrestling. Anything else and everything in between, I really don't give two that cares about. We here for football or we here for wrestling? Like that's what we here for, right? Am I wrong, chat? Are we not here for football? So that's the main thing that we should be worried about. Witten, stop spamming in my chat or I will time you out. Huh? I can time you out. Yes, I can. But you're over here spamming, so stop spamming. First, I don't know. Nemo and Shroom must not like each other. I have no idea. But what up, Barkley? What up, Jumbo? What up, Witten? What up, Daniel Berry? What up, Barkley? Welcome in, welcome in. Hey, let's just get this underway. I got a video at first that I wanted to watch and react to. It's an 8-minute video. It says surprising Cowboys trade. NFL analyst reveals wild report. If it's got something to do with the two people that aren't here, I don't care, Witten.
What about evil dad?
That's Addie. I'm not worried. Addie's gonna do what Addie wants to do. She's having fun. What up, Lonnie? What up, Mom? I want to care about the people that are here. My focus and my worries are about the people that are here. If you're not here, I'm not gonna worry about you. It is what it is. But I got this video. I wanted to hear, like I said, I don't have a ton prepared because I've been doing a whole bunch of yard work. And I had to cut my hair, had to cut the boys' hair. Been having to do a bunch of shit this weekend. But the surprising Cowboys trade, NFL incoming, we'll see. This could just be full of cap. Sir Cap a lot. They do have George Pickens and Max Crosby on the thumbnail, along with whoever that is, it's wearing a number 0 jersey, but it doesn't look like number 0. Number 0 is DeMarvion Overshown, which is my favorite player. It doesn't look like him in the picture, but they have a player wearing number 0. I don't know who that's supposed to represent. Because there's never once been a 4 before in Cowboys history, ever been a player to wear number 0, because they never used to allow it. They only started allowing it after Agent Zero, Marvion Overshown, requested it repeatedly. Before that, it's always been Rowdy's number, the mascot. That's always been his number. So we're going to go ahead and get this video underway. I'm going to open it up. Like I said, this may be just about Cat. All right, well, get it the right way. And then there's a couple other things that we could check out. Whether it be regarding the Dallas Cowboys or whether it's just in the NFL altogether. Try to pull up the actual Cowboys channel too, because I know they got more stuff that I could watch that's not copyrighted. All right, so surprising trade. Let me get this underway. Pull back.
For a blockbuster deal is following a new report talking about the Dallas Cowboys plans this offseason. We have an absolutely wild free team trade in which the Cowboys.
Shout outs to Cowboys Deep Digest for this.
After all, this is insane.
This is brought to you by them. All right, so this is brought to you by Cowboys Digest. If y'all like this guy's video, this guy's content, go check him out. Obviously, his name is Jace Andrews. Why is caption on? Take that off. We do not need closed caption. We are not deaf. We can read. And we can see in here. All right, I'm going to try to get this video so that it fits the screen just a little bit better. Why did it do that? All right. So we're going to get into it.
On a Cowboys Digest. Welcome, everybody. I'm Jace Andrews, and I hope you're having a great day wherever you guys might be. So, the Dallas Cowboys this offseason have put themselves into a very good position defensively, offensively. I feel as though they are in position to make the playoffs and have a pretty.
I do agree. On paper, the Dallas Cowboys team does look like it's ready to make a playoff run. Will that happen? That's hard to predict because we haven't seen it yet on defense. We know our offense is going to be stellar. Top 5 offense. It is what it is. Keep it real. Sorry, I'm going to get you back in here. Barkley's on his shit again. Unhide. Sorry. Keep it real. Sorry. Didn't catch it sooner. All right, back into it. I don't know. Share the love, Addy.
Decent shot probably to win the NFC East as well.
No, this is not our year, Jumbo. I didn't say it's our year to make a Super Bowl. I said it, on paper, it looks like it could be a good year to make a playoff run. Nobody's talking Super Bowl, Jumbo. Nobody's talking Super Bowl.
But can't be made. And
nor will you ever hear me say, oh, Cowboys are going to the Super Bowl this year. That's not me. It never has been. It never will be. I call it how I see it. I use the eyeball test when watching football to tell you how I feel or think about different players or different games. And that's how we go forward. We'll be watching games as they come up soon. I'm going to try to actually, before we get this actually underway, I'm going to try and start making more YouTube shorts on this channel, football related, obviously. And I do want to start trying to get short form videos posted on here as well, which means that's going to be me making a video and then posting it, so it's not going to be a live stream. They're going to be small, like 10-minute, 20-minute videos that I just post. And then we'll still do our main live streams, like I said, for every football game. And then, we do Thursdays and Sundays, mostly over here. We may pick up another day. Tuesdays may also be a football day because I may not be doing NXT on my other channel anymore. But we'll see how that goes going forward. What up, Diffa? All your shorts go behind members only. No, yes, the ones that are Jumbo, those are the ones that are clipped from the live stream. All right, so Jumbo, the ones that are actually clipped out of the live stream, they go to members only. The ones I actually make myself and post, those go to public. The ones that come out of the live streams, I don't even know what that's a YouTube short of. I have to go watch it, and then I have to edit it, and sometimes that shit just be unrelated, so I just leave it alone.
there are obviously
What up, Caleb?
still around the team. One major one is what the expectation is for George Pickens.
I see that. Thank you.
Can come again next year. It seems like all the drama has gone down. He's going to play. That's great, but there is some intriguing question marks surrounding it, and with that comes some intriguing trade rumors, and that's where we have a new report from Bleacher Report in which they had a hypothetical three-team trade that included the Dallas Cowboys that would turn the NFL upside down, and boy, would it! Now, there's a lot to break down for this trade. But
hypothetical 3-team trade that would turn the NFL upside down before the 2026 season. Yeah, I'm curious what the hell that's going to be.
It involves Max Crosby, it involves George Pickens, it involves some pretty high draft picks, and it involves another wide receiver coming to Dallas with Max Crosby. So you are, in theory, going to replace George Pickens. It's a very interesting thing to say the least, but at the same time, I think there's a lot that the Cowboys can take from this, and hopefully it might work out. I'll just leave it at that. Before we continue, I want to ask you: are you feeling more tired or sluggish lately? Are your workouts maybe not?
All right, let's get past his advertisement.
Morris.com. This is an intriguing trade thing to say the least. Let's just start with that. But I'm not gonna try and beat around the bush, and let's just pop up the trade and go from there. So here is what the hypothetical trade is from Bleacher Report. The Cowboys would receive edge rusher Max Crosby and wide receiver Calvin Ridley. The Titans would receive wide receiver George Pickens, and the Raiders would receive a Cowboys 2027 first round pick, a Cowboys 2027
All right, so Cowboys receive edge rusher Max Crosby and wide receiver Calvin Ridley. Titans would receive George Pickens. Raiders, then the Cowboys first 2027 first round pick. Cowboys 27 fifth round pick. We do still have 2 picks in the first round next year, so that's not a bad idea. This right here is where I'm kind of like thrown off. The 2027 second round pick, wide receiver Illik Emanor. Like, I don't know if I'm for this last part. Like, if it was just the 2027 first round and fifth round, that I might cope with. To then throw in and also a second round pick, I don't know that's a positive thing along with a wide receiver. Like, the wide receiver is not one that we really even have. I don't even know who Illik Amanor is. He's got to be like a practice squad player. But yeah, I'm not really for doing 3 picks. The Cowboys lose out in this deal. This is a lose-lose for the Cowboys. Yeah, you get edge rusher Max Crosby. Calvin Ridley is okay, but I'm not really that interested. I don't think he's that great of a wide receiver. He's decent, like average at best, I would say. He had a couple good years. Titans, for some reason, get to receive George Pickens. What are the Titans giving up in this? Is this the Oh, that's the Titans pick down here. My bad. So the Titans 2027 second round pick, wide receiver. So why is this okay? So like this whole thing confuses me. Why are the Cowboys teaming up with the Titans to give picks to get Max Crosby? What do the Titans receive George Pickens? I just don't understand this. Like, to me, why does this much is what it takes to get a like George Pickens? Why does it take this much to get Max Crosby? Like, I don't understand. That's a lot. That's a hefty tag for Max Crosby. In my mind, if the Raiders aren't willing to do it for a first round and a fifth round, the Cowboys should just be out of it. Like, we shouldn't need to include the Titans in on this trade and give up George Pickens to get Max Crosby. That's just not what it's good. Like, don't really give a damn about Calvin Ridley from the Titans. Don't really care. Don't want him. Much rather have George Pickens. And I'm not really for tag teaming with another team just to get a player. It's just not. Let's hear what he has to say, though.
Receiver, Elliot, I'm in. So this is intriguing for me to say the least. But oh my gosh, the star-studdedness and first-round picks, and then forget first round draft capital included in this trade. is absolute insanity. And I think that there is
Yeah, Southside. Like, if it takes all this to get Max Crosby, I'm not interested. I'm just not interested. If they're not willing to take like, I would come up and do as best as we have 2 first round picks next year. So I would give 1 first round pick, and I would give, like, at most a 3rd round pick. That would be like my max handout to try to get Max Crosby. If the Raiders are not willing to take that, I wouldn't even be interested. I just wouldn't be interested. No, yeah, like I said, Barkley, he's average at best. Like, Calvin Ridley is average at best. To me, this is not a good deal. Bye, Addie. Love you. Have a good night. But, so yeah, I'm not sure how y'all feel about this trade, but it just seems like it's way too over the top for me. I'm gonna continue to listen to what he has to say, though we're only halfway through it, so I could get surprised.
start to talk about, but I don't hate the trade. I'll say that. Now,
Yeah, but at that point, Barkley, what's the bum player even worth? What is the bum player even worth? You know?
I hate it because it includes George Pickens. Because, in my opinion, he should be in the no trade zone. Like, he is that good. And I have the feeling as though the Cowboys are not in the market to lose George Pickens next year. It's
I definitely agree. I do not think the Cowboys are going to lose George Pickens.
simply a point they want to see him do what he did this past year once again. And I feel as though once that is completed, they're going to be
27 first round and 2030th first round. I would do that, Jumbo. I would do that. Because it being pushed out to 2030, I would be able to find a way to make it so that we had 2 first round picks for that year as well, so that we still don't lose out. That gives us 3 full off seasons to kind of work a deal with somewhere else to get us another first round pick. Whether that be us losing a player that we developed and turned out great in the next couple of years, who knows? Mekhi Lawrence could be one of them players like that. But we'll see. I just don't see this deal being a positive for the Cowboys, in my opinion.
fully willing to pay him the money that he deserves. And I think that's probably going to happen. Probably, maybe in the middle of the season, probably more likely next season. But that being said,
Yeah, but Barkley, you got to think about it like this: 9 times out of 10, that bum player that you add on top of a trade doesn't end up ever benefiting the team. So at that point, why even take him? Like, the compensation ain't there because 9 times out of 10, that player gets cut the following season.
let's say he's performing insanely well. Let's say the contract he's expecting is $40+ million. At that point in time, are you going to be able to pay him and keep what you already have and try and build around it as well? That's where I think this trade could come in. Because
And honestly, I'm going to say this. On our defense, if Caleb Downs turns out to be... All right. If Caleb Downs turns out to be the player that he is, and DeMarvion Overshown starts to, like, have really good seasons healthy, we're going to have to pay them. And then we have Mekhi Lawrence and Donovan Ezeraku, who could also turn out to be very good players that we have to pay. So that's a lot of money on the defense that we're now talking, and then we still have holes in areas that we'd like to fill. I'd really like to bring in another linebacker. I think D Winters could do really good with DeMarvion Overshown, and we do have Jay-Sean Barham who could play in that role, but I don't know. We'll just have to see. Like, I want to see a scrimmage. I want to see some preseason game. I really wish the Cowboys would start their first string team in the preseason, week 1, for at least the first quarter, and then pull them out. Let them get some game time. But they never do that. We never play our starters in preseason.
as good of a wide receiver as George Pickens is, you add in a first round pick, a fifth round pick, and you get Max Crosby and Calvin Ridley back.
Jumbo, I mean, you could say that Caleb Downs is going to be a bust. You could say that. But hear me out. Go look at his history. Everywhere Caleb Downs has gone, he turned up and turned out day 1. Like, day 1 of him being there, he was a star. High school, day 1, star. College, day one, star. Transferred to Ohio State, day one, star. Like, everywhere he's gone, he's been a star from day one. So I don't see there being a difference. And if you've ever heard, like, Caleb Downs and his brother Josh Downs, who's the wide receiver for the Indianapolis Colts, they actually do a podcast called Down to Business. It's the two brothers talking to each other, talking about football. I might show a clip of it, but I'll show you. Caleb Downs is just a dog.
It's a very intriguing thought process. Now, I want to go through the full report here before I kind of dive into opinions and takes, but here is the point. Dan Grosino kind of talking about Max Crosby, saying I wouldn't expect Crosby trade talk to heat up again until he gets on the field and shows
And this is from Dan Graziano, the reporter.
he's healthy, and from everything I've been told, that could be in August or later. So, like I said, I don't think this is something that
Yeah, but you got to think about it, Barkley. He was on a defense with Avril Reese. He was on a defense with Sonny Styles. Caleb Downs got Defensive Player of the Year. Caleb Downs did, not them. So you tell me. But like I said, everywhere he went, day one, he was a stud. He stood out, made plays, was a very productive player day one, no matter where he's been. I don't see that changing. It's the type of mentality that he has. If you ever go listen to him talk, he's a blue chip player. This guy's blue collar. Caleb Downs is a blue collar, hard work, study, work, like, and it pays off. That's the type of person he is. And we'll see. We'll see. Like, obviously, he has not played a snap of football, but I just expect him to be a good player coming out the gate. All right, I'm going to get back in the video. I'm going to read a couple comments.
right now. It's happens by later, and whether or not
Marcus Mariota was not a star everywhere he went, starting out day one. He wasn't a star day one in high school, and day one in college, he was decent, but he wasn't a star. And he wasn't on a team that had other stars that go in the top 10 of the first round, and yet Caleb Downs is still the one that gets Rookie of the Year. I mean, Defensive Player of the Year. Caleb Downs is going to be a good player. I mean, you guys can hate on him if you want, but he's going to be a good player. There's just no way around it.
maybe even
Is he going to be the best player in the league? That I don't know. You know, I think he'll be a good player, and he'll be very productive. We'll see if how well he turns out. I know he's got goals for himself, but
the season a little bit, but it's a intriguing report. And this is kind of a little bit more from Christopher Knox, and according to ESPN's Ryan McFadden, the Dallas
RG3 would have been a star, Jumbo. RG3 couldn't stay healthy, especially after that gruesome injury.
Cowboys made 3 separate offers for Crosby.
But you're comparing quarterbacks to defensive backs, also, Jumbo. So, I mean, that's like apples to oranges.
None were enough to elicit action from the Raiders. In this hypothetical trade, Dallas makes another
Brian Bosworth. Okay, we'll see.
run at Crosby by involving the Tennessee Titans. And so this is obviously a wild trade. I'm not going to shy away from that. But I do want to ask the question whether or not you would accept the trade. Is this something that you would do?
Hell no.
Why or yes down in the comment section. You're not making this trade, totally understand, and probably agree with you to some extent. Type in put your thoughts.
It kind of makes me happy to know that he as well isn't even willing to accept this trade as the creator that he is. I don't know where this hypothetical trade even came from. It says NFL analyst reveals a wild report. I don't know what NFL analyst reported this, but to me, they just are delusional.
Down in the comment section of today's show. If you're asking me, I'm not making this trade just because I love George Pickens too much, and I feel as though he is an elite wide receiver. And as much as I would love to see Max Crosby on the Dallas Cowboys, man, I can't tell you how many videos.
I was also one that was advocating for the Dallas Cowboys to go get Max Crosby. I'm just not willing to pay the type of price that trade's looking for.
And how many things I've talked about with putting him on this team and how much I would love to see.
Boy!
I don't know if it's worth 15 games in the season that whether or not you want to say he was actually injured or not, I'm willing for the debate to be there. But either way, it's intriguing to say the least when you add in not just Crosby with Calvin Ridley. And last year, Ridley 303 yards on 7 games. Not great.
Exactly. 303 yards on 7 games. The fuck is Calvin Ridley going to do for the Cowboys? He is not even going to lace up the fucking cleats of George Pickens. He'll be the one washing George Pickens' jockstrap because his ass is trash. He had a couple good seasons in Atlanta and ain't done shit since.
But you go back a past couple seasons and the statistics start to look a little better and you can understand a little
Whoever the fuck Bruce Pickens is, Caleb Downs is going to be like Caleb Downs.
bit more of him coming back in this trade and making him a little more desirable for the Dallas Cowboys, and in some ways being able to conclude this trade up alongside the ability.
I'm not saying he's going to be the next Ed Reed. I'm not saying he's going to be the next Sean Taylor. He's going to be the next Caleb Downs. He's going to be a good player that is very productive. I'm not saying he's going to be an all-star best DB in the league. I'm not saying that. I'm saying he's going to be a very good player and he's going to be very productive for the Cowboys.
Of Tennessee Titans.
That don't make sense.
If you look again, 303 yards and something, but you go back to the seasons before this, and you can see what he's been able to do. 1,000.
Look at what he did next to Julio Jones for a couple of years, Barkley. He had one good season. He had Julio Jones taking the coverage away from him.
Yards in 2024, 1,000 yards in 2023. Obviously, had the suspension year in 2022. Had the injuries in 21. 1,300 yards in 2020, 800 yards in 19, 800 yards in 2018. This guy's a pretty good wide receiver, and obviously, when he plays a significant amount of the season, is healthy and has.
Calvin Ridley has never had more than 1,300 yards. He has not had a single season more than 1,300 yards. And out of 7 seasons, he only has 3 seasons that are over 1,000. And 2 of them, he barely hit 1,000. Like, if you actually look at this, he barely hit. Those are his yards in all of his season. You'll see him right there. Yards. Right next to receptions. In between percentage of yards per play. It's not that great. It's not that great. Not to replace George Pickens.
Yeah,
Come the fuck on.
Very good spot. Pairing him with CeeDee Lamb, of course, would also be fun. But
am I blind? Look at 2020. That's what I'm saying. He has not had a year where he's had more than 1,300 yards. That's the only year that I'm talking about. That's what I'm saying. That's his year that he had 1,300. That's the most he's had.
It's hard to see this being a trade that the Cowboys consider when you just look at the prospects behind him. Because not only are you giving.
I don't care what he had Matt Ryan. Barkley. He had Matt Ryan for 4 years. Matt Ryan can throw the ball. He's not good like to run the ball, but he can throw the ball pretty good.
George Pickens. They're giving up first round pick next year. And next year is supposed to be a tremendous draft. Not that the expectation is the Cowboys are going to have a high draft pick, but they had the 12th overall pick this past year. Obviously, they pushed it to the 11th. There is a world where
I agree, Southside. He's a solid number 3. He could be a step-in number 2 if he had to be. If your number 2 went down for a couple of games, I think that he could have a few good games as a number 2. But I think overall, he would be a number 3.
Your first round pick is pretty good. And I could probably make the Packers at this point. So either way, it's a lot to give up.
Matt Elam was also supposed to be the next Ed Reed. Matt Elam was definitely not Ed Reed. Yes, I'm not saying Caleb Downs is going to be Ed Reed. I said Caleb Downs is going to be Caleb Downs. He's going to be Caleb Downs. But what you're also not understanding is Caleb Downs comes from a football pedigree. He's blue-collar boy who worked his ass off. What up, RD? What up, Josh? What it do? This man has worked his ass off. He's been blue collar, blue chip his whole life. Hard work and dedication and passion is what this man's put into it. Blood, sweat, and tears. His brother's an NFL player. His uncle was an NFL player. Caleb Downs is going to be a good player that's very productive. I'm not saying he's going to be Ed Reed. I'm not saying he's going to be close to Ed Reed. I don't like making comparisons. Oh, he's going to be Ed Reed. Oh, he's going to be Sean Taylor. No, he's going to be Caleb Downs. He's going to be the next Caleb Downs.
I just think the value is too high right now for GP3 to give up a first round pick alongside him, not to mention a 5th round pick there as well. But I don't know. I mean, maybe this is something that you see a better fit for. And the kind of last thing we'll have here from Christopher Knox of Bleacher Report, he says, and while the Cowboys could look to simply trade Pickens to the Raiders this point,
That's a lot of wide receivers, Barkley. A lot of wide receivers only have one good quarterback.
of a Crosby trade, this 3-team deal would make more financial sense for a loss. But
Not everybody is a Brandon Cook. You know, not every wide receiver is a Brandon Cook that gets to play with multiple good quarterbacks.
the Raiders spent heavily in free agency this
Especially when there's really only probably 10 really good quarterbacks in the NFL, maybe 12 or 15.
offseason, and they'll likely look to extend.
Pickens did not have 2. You are calling Mason Rudolph and Justin Fields a good quarterback. He barely got to play with Russell Wilson, and Russell Wilson was trash when he was on the Steelers.
Tight end Brock Bowers with a market-leading deal when he's eligible next offseason.
He didn't play with Big Ben. Pickens never played with Big Ben.
So getting Pickens to the Raiders might not be as simple
Big Ben's been retired for like 5-6 years. Pickens has only been in the league for like 4. Going into like his 5th.
as it is just financially and the money that Pickens is going to cost. He's going to cost a lot of money. He's
Right, Southside, top 3 all time. Top 3 teams.
expected to be one of the highest, if not the highest paid wide receiver by next year if all things go according to plan. So we'll see. Let me know what you think about this trade. It's an intriguing one for sure. For now, guys,
All right, so there's that video. I'm going to try to find another one here real quick to also break down and react to. I hate to say it, but Dak is a good quarterback. You said it, Jumbo. Dak is a good quarterback. He's not a great. He's not a bad. He's a good quarterback. That's the extent of what Dak is. I'm not here to pound the table and say Dak Prescott's all world beater. I think Dak Prescott is a very efficient, good quarterback who can take controversy. He's a really good role model. He's a really good leader, and he's a good teammate. He's not the greatest quarterback. He's a good quarterback. I hear you, Jumbo. I mean, it is what it is. Like I said, I'm not a Dak Prescott fan myself. I mean, he's no Caleb Williams. Let Caleb Williams get a couple more seasons under him. We'll see how he actually turns out. It could be good, it could be bad. We don't know. I really don't rank a quarterback or rate a quarterback till after their 3rd season. Because when they come out of the league with a lot of hype, a lot of times they're good their rookie year. A lot of times they fall off their 2nd year. And then they start to build themselves back up their 3rd year. And we start to see who they really are. So we'll see. Caleb Williams could be a really good quarterback. But we'll see. What up, Mr. Plaid? Yes, you and your Brokeback Mountains, as always. Herbert will always be better, though. I mean, you're a Chargers fan, Jumbo. I would expect you to say that. I do think Justin Herbert has a ton of talent. I do not think he has played better than Dak Prescott, though. All right, we'll get rid of that video. I want to find some that aren't, like, too long to react to. I don't want to find long-ass videos to react to. Here's one, him working, Christian Parker working with the DBs, all mic'd up. I'm going to pull that up real quick. Of course, it has music.
computer all day. And you know the little app you use when a mouse moves, it's not really doing on the computer? That's what you're doing out here. But for the most part, that backs away. You think, damn, this going from a different spot. Early,
It's gotta suck, Barkley, seeing Christian Parker in blue and silver, knowing that the Eagles wanted him to be their next defensive coach. But Vic Fangio wasn't retiring this year, so he left. The Cowboys kind of poached him from the Eagles. I hate to tell you, Barkley, but he's probably already done that. Bro, if he ends up being dog shit, Bears fans gonna be offing himself. Yeah, I'm sure. Southside. I don't think he'll be dog shit. I think Caleb Williams will have a decent career. I think he'll fall somewhere short. High, I really don't want to rank him yet, but I think he'll fall somewhere above average. He'll fall somewhere where that is. I don't think he'll fall below average though.
That is you. That is. Oh, I'm on that. I'm on that.
Number 54 right here. This man, Sam Williams, he has got to have a good year this year. Or otherwise, I don't think he's a Cowboy next year. As a part-time player, as a rotational player, Sam Williams was a dog. Now that he's getting more snaps, he's kind of gotten himself in trouble a little bit. We'll have to see how it pans out this year. He's healthy. Hopefully he keeps the penalties down. But if he has a bad year, he's probably gone. So hopefully he has a good year this year. I like Sam Williams.
Getting that arm across him. If you can, get on his chest when you're going through and get him here.
I keep forgetting that we brought PJ Locke in. I keep forgetting about that. What up, James? What's good?
Good rep right there. Get that arm across. Get that hand come down. Tell him how you go here and you shoulders and pull back. Long arm, long arm, long arm, long arm. Get that hand through, coach. Long arm, long arm, long arm. Get through that pocket. Get through there. Get through there. They got me wired up, so I can't talk the way I want to talk to them. I'll say it for later.
He says, I want to cuss these boys the fuck out, but they got me mic'd up and I can't do it.
I was in the trenches with this guy. I was there when he got baptized the first time coming in.
I agree, Barkley. I do think that if they can stay healthy over there on the Giants, that they could have a really good season this year and take a step up. I think they're going to be competing with the Eagles for second place in our division. I think the Cowboys are going to take first place in the division. I think the Eagles are going to be the second place, but I think they're going to have a lot of competition from the Giants. But we'll see.
21 draft class. Not saying you got voted. I'm saying getting introduced, indoctrinated.
We literally beat the Jets last time we played them. We beat them in atrocious manner, Jumbo. Barkley, look at it like this. NFC East hasn't had a back-to-back winner in 20 years until last year. I doubt that they're going to repeat it 3 years in a row, though. And the way the Eagles' offseason started, it kind of feels like a little bit of a setback. It kind of feels a little bit like they're going to have a little bit of a fall off, that they're not going to be as good as they were last year. I could be completely wrong, Barkley. I could be completely wrong. What up, Cosmo? But I think the Eagles will finish in second place in the NFC East, and the Cowboys will be in first, and that the Giants will be really competitive against the Eagles.
They got me wired up on the fellas. I can't even tell you. I'll do my normal talking stuff. I'm doing my stuff. I ain't saying anything crazy. All right, so all I want you to do is just clean feet and just work on that. Okay. So you really wanted to.
Hold on. Eagles won it 4 in a row last time there was a team to win the division back to back. Okay. That doesn't mean nothing. These are completely different teams at this point. I'm just talking about the history of the actual division, not the history of the Eagles that have a different players and different coaches.
All right, boom, boom. All right, and kick. All right, and then kick out.
And that's an outlier, Barkley. That happened what? How many times? Once?
Boom. Yeah, 3 kicks out.
Caleb, down. Get your work in. I hate to say it, but we need to get him in number 2. I don't like number 13. We need to get Caleb Downs wearing number 2. I just don't know if Colby Durant is going to come off that number.
There you go. Just be clean and use your length. Use your length. Boom. And you don't have to have boom, boom. There you go. 34 is on to use your length. You just gotta have timing and strikes. Just like you boxing, before it's really up here, you're gonna throw that check, you're gonna throw that bag to keep him off you, right? Yeah. So the same thing, if I'm pressed, all right, he goes, like he starts dancing, I'm just gonna throw it. If we're just trying to just mirror with our hands behind our back the whole time, we're at their mercy. You know what I'm saying? He knows where the ball's going, you gotta use your feet, you got your feet, but you don't wanna have to use only that. Use your weapon. But
Coach Parker. Hold up. What happened? What up, Jordan? Nemo is gone forever, like Aaron Hernandez. Why are we talking about people that ain't here? He chose to leave. That's what he said.
we got to be on the same page there on that one. All right, we got to be on the same page there on that. That's how it works. They're gonna pop the contain, right? So you drop on air and they don't feel when you see him coming, you take the ILB off. You take that, he can drop.
I'm not really for people. Yes, he blamed it on people being racist. He said people like Jumbo and Shroom were racist. He said that there used to be other racist people like Messi and Carnage. I had already gotten rid of them. But he thought that Jumbo and Shroom were racist. That's what he told me in my DMs.
Yeah,
He said you used racial slurs against him.
man. Hell yeah, man. Of course.
He said this was the most racist channel. Jumbo, don't take too much into it though, bro. People that use that as an excuse are a lot of times people that want to stay and play the victim. He wants to have a victim mentality, like people are personally attacking him. That's on him. You know who you are, you know how you stand in this world, and that is what it is. What up, Chris? Nah, bro. No bills. Jumbo go to jail. Southside.
Level two. Level.
Let me make sure, Jumbo, let me make sure I'm right. I'm going to go read the message in Discord again real quick just to double check. I'm pretty sure he said your name, though. Where's Nemo? All right. I never said you, yeah. Because he said y'all at first, and I was like, bro, I ain't never said not a damn thing racial to you. And then he's like, I never said you, but he said y'all. Y'all includes me because I'm part of the y'all. All right, but yes. Oh, and Barkley. I missed Barkley. Barkley, Wumbo, Carnage, Messi. Those were the names he named. Other than Keith, he put Keith and Shroom in there too. But those were in the top of the message.
All right with that. Yeah. You get a big kind of like blow off the line. Those are going crazy. Right. I got talk. That's when I have. I really
Nope. Jordan, nobody ever said Nemo. Nobody ever said that. They would use the word. But nobody ever said, Nemo, you're a. Now, Shroom did say he was a fake black person. That's something Shroom did say. But nobody, they used to just say the word. They never said it was directed towards him personally. He took it that way, though. But now take it back, because when Messi used to use that word all day, every day, Messi, who had glasses, long hair, and looked like a nerd, used to say that word over and over again, knowing damn well his ass ain't never been in the streets, never raised up in the hood, used to use that word all the time, and he acted like that was his brother. Bro, he pick and choose. People pick and choose, man. People pick and choose who they want to hate.
All right, over communicate.
Well, last time I'm going to say it. I'm not here for who's not here. I'm here for y'all. Y'all who are here, I'm here for y'all. The people that aren't here, I'm not going to worry about them.
Hey, you made me play on that screen? You know what I'm saying? Hey, over communicate right here. Over communicate.
The only person that ever used the ER, only person was Carnage and Shroom. Nobody else used it.
Yeah.
Yes, RD, I am going to do NFL Perry here shortly.
Hey, we got OPI. Bring them back.
Nah, Chris, never buying Bills stuff. But I used to be in the street, and I used to use that word around my homeboys all the time. And granted, I was probably the only one. There was one other white boy. That hung out with us. But I was always in the streets, and I've always been more comfortable with black people. I feel like I get treated better more by black people most of the time than I do by my own skin color. Because people that are my own skin color want to talk shit more about me than the people that aren't my skin color. So I always felt more at home and more welcomed by people that weren't from my community. But I grew up in the hood. I grew up in the streets. Like, that was the culture I grew up in. What up, Ostman? And what up, Bash? And I only used that word around my friends that I grew up with. I wasn't out there using that around people that I didn't know, because they didn't know me. What? What are you talking about on Roblox? Oh, you talking to Caleb? Yeah, I grew up in the hood. Like, that's where I'm from. I'm from the bottoms. I grew up Section 8 housing. My mom was a single mom. Grew up with no dad, in the projects. I actually didn't even live in the project. I lived on the road next to them, but that's where I stayed. I stayed in the projects. Kennedy Park, Logan Homes. Like, I stayed in the projects. But it is what it is. That's how I grew up. My Mama Royal, you in the chat? Like she'll tell you, we were on Section 8. I'm from the hood. Yes, I said Nemo. I said Shroom used it, the hard R, and I said I'm not making shit up. What am I making up, Nemo? I didn't make shit up. I'm just said the names you mentioned. I didn't say. I said you said it. All right, you said this is the most racist channel, and then you mentioned those names. Whether you said they're not bad or not, that's another story. You still mentioned them. I said you mentioned those names. I said you mostly blamed it on Shroom, and you also used Carnage, who ain't even here no more. And that was in the fuck. Go back and take a still shot. You can read it. I did not show that. It's there to be read. Right on the camera. What up, evil Gojo Cat? Who the hell's that? Me. Why are you changing your name again? Popcorn Outhouse, man. And Barkley. You look super racist? Awesome. Awesome. I don't care what I look like. I ain't racist. I hate everybody. How about that? Catch me outside. How about that? Will you read my last comment? Sorry, Bash. So your little bro is using your account. So that's what. Oh, you ain't even talking to me, Jumbo. I mean, Bash. Rose. Oh, the cartel. Who did I call a bean? Who's a cartel member, Jumbo? You're not in a cartel, boy. You raised up in middle class. I'm better than you. I want you to be better than me. If I raise you to be my equal, if I raise you to be just my equal, then I failed you. Man, we don't need to know all that, Caleb. We don't need to know all that.
Once in a generation, a prospect comes along who forces NFL skeptics.
That's not what I was trying to click.
It's all about him. I mean, he posted in the club. You know, some people they clock in to work, they sit at their computer all day. You don't know after.
Okay, the people that represent the channel are me. Mostly Norwegian and Italian. Yeet! Oh, man, we got 4 letters, 1 word. Yeet! All right. Oh, Tyler Takeover. Scheduled release. What is that? I'm gonna show it. I'm gonna film it just to see what they talk about.
Gentlemen, we are honored to be here today and further the goals of the
Tyler Guy and Tyler Smith.
From the boss. My fellow
And Tyler Booker.
undercover Tylers within the organizations of each of them on the 2026 schedule, and today we reveal their missions.
Location, New York. Agent Tyler Lubin. Safety. Mission, torment Malik neighbors via psychological warfare.
That won't be hard. Hand it down.
I gotta play against this thing again. He's very good. He's very good.
Oh, you pretty good. Hand it down to ours, Malik. Fool.
Location.
Tyler Booker. I mean Tyler Smith said Caleb Downs is ours, Malik neighbor. You fool.
Agent Tyler Owens. Safety. Mission. Convince quarterback to join him.
Yeah, I don't even know why Shroom is gone. Man, Shroom leaves and comes back on his own free will. Like I said, man, I free will. Yeah, I mean, you have free will to be here or not be here. You choose to be here, I'm super appreciative. If you're not, then I mean, that is what it is. It is what it is. Caleb Rawls. okay, Caleb.
QB shows a pattern of throwing himself into harmful situations. In response, he is well protected, both on and off the field. Be careful.
Don't mess with mama.
Don't mess with mama.
Kicker.
It's already done great work for the company.
Mission. Expand scope of work internationally to Brazil. Intel. Agent's previous mission to miss the season-ending kick was a success.
You know Portuguese?
So Tyler Booker knows Portuguese? That's crazy.
Relocate Houston's team to a more fitting city. QB could use a fresh start.
By the way, this is how Dallas Cowboys release their schedule.
Suggested cities.
Yeah, let's just send them wherever. So they doesn't matter.
Location, Tampa Bay. Mission, create more fake player X accounts to disrupt communications. Intel, there was a fake
I need to make the screen smaller.
X account for nearly a year.
Well, in person for a whole year. I wonder if they know Mike Evans is going to be on the team this year. Probably just tagging some random guy. Mike Evans missing. You guys are seeing Mike Evans call the TIA. Like, imagine if
The
they
TI Tyler Investigation Association.
all in agreement, say Tyler.
Location, Green Bay.
Stinky cheese touch.
Agent, Scott Fuchs, defensive analyst.
His name isn't even Tyler.
I mean, if you want to stay, then stay, Nemo. Ain't nobody making you do whichever you want to do. Do it, whatever you feel best for you, Nemo. Like, whatever you feel is best for you, brother. I ain't got no hard feelings for you, Nemo. I ain't got no negative, no hard. You already know. I've already expressed to you, Nemo. I appreciate you being here, Nemo, but I'm not ever gonna tell someone that you have to be here. So I mean, that's your free will. And if you're here, I'm super appreciative. But I'm gonna say it to everybody in the chat. What the people in all right, hold on, let me put me on camera. What the people in the chat say or do and talk about does not reflect a damn thing about how I feel or how the channel feels. Everybody has their own free will. And how they talk in the chat reflects them, not me.
Green Bay fans can buy stock ownership in the team. The Packers are the only publicly owned franchise in the NFL.
All right, hear me out. That's all.
I agree, Osman.
Second, all the cheeseheads sell their shares. Then we buy all the stocks, and next we change the time.
Shit, Nemo, 9 times out of 10, I'm not even in the Discord. But 9 times out of 10, how many times do you go into a creator's Discord and the creator is actually in the Discord?
It's a team that can be bought. It's a team that can be conquered.
Location, Philadelphia.
Your children are
Agent, Tyler Sparrow, assistant linebackers coach.
What about lower tier agent? Loki.
Mission, rescue defensive mastermind, Christian Parker, from a fan base that doesn't deserve him. Well, his loyalty can and will vanity the night. Location, Arizona. Agent, Tyler Algier, running back. Mission, send reinforcements for fellow agent in distress. Arizona drafted Jeremiah Love with the 3rd overall pick. Location, Indianapolis.
Loki, you don't know where
Agent, Tyler Warren, tight end. Mission, had a great joke about the Colts schedule release, but don't want to get in trouble with redacted.
You would never play with the corporate overlord.
Redacted. Location, San Francisco. Mission, increased player paranoia related to electrical substation activities. Intel, widely held theories suggest that a local electrical substation has an impact on player performance.
Scared of electricity, scared of power. Just like them to make an excuse. The West Coast people, I don't believe in witchcraft. I believe in the TIA and the work that we do here. I'm like, when we say
Location, Tennessee's mission, change absolutely nothing.
Oh,
Intel,
I mean, we keeping a boat right now. We ass. So that's what bro uttered. Yeah, bro. I can't appreciate the self-awareness.
This shit's hilarious. Cowboys talking so much shit for 6-11. I don't know if they're gonna be 6-11.
Tennessee tie 10. What the?
I think the Cowboys gonna have at least a 10 or 11 win season.
What are you doing? Tyler's only. Get out.
All right, so with the worst defense in the league, the Cowboys won what last year? 7, 8 games, whatever it was. Having a top 15 defense would give us at least 3 more of those wins. That's 10 wins. If our defense is top 10, that could be 5 more wins. That could be even better. We'll see though.
So much for me. And let that be your only one.
location, Philadelphia.
Okay.
Agent, Tyler Steen, offensive lineman. Mission, eliminate the most boring play in football. Intel, Jalen Hurts hates
The most boring play in football. They nailed that shit.
Just be discussing, and then they'll be like, "Sir,
Yeah, Cosmos left the Discord because she said she didn't like that she got too many notifications.
will be under sitting here in jail and be like, yeah, we're not doing that. Oh God."
Safe to say Jalen Hurts be a little dramatic. That's what I'm saying.
Jumbo, even if Caleb's a bust, we still have a lot of other defensive players that we didn't have. A whole new defense.
What a diva. Dak would never. So
5, 5, and 7. That's crazy work, Southside. That's way too many ties.
give up strategy. You make sure that their center has a hard day.
That's what I was told, Barkley. She messaged me, which I don't really care for because I don't really want underage girls messaging me. But she told me that she had too many notifications. I told her, well, you got to do what's best for you.
Turn the temperature up in nature.
She said that she turned off the notifications and was still getting notifications. So I have no idea. Usually if you turn them off, you don't still get them.
All right. Yeah.
location, Seattle. Agent, Tyler Lockett, former wide receiver. Mission,
Sounded like an excuse to me. It sounded like an excuse to hide the real reason. She probably just didn't want to tell me the real reason. I don't know.
eliminate Super Bowl MVP. Intel, Kenneth Walker was Super Bowl MVP and key to the Seahawks' success.
Mission.
Barkley, I will say that does seem highly likely. I don't know for sure, but it does seem very highly likely.
Bye week. Mission, rebrand the bye week as tie week.
Reran the bye week as tie week.
Now the tie week.
Location, Los Angeles. New recruit, Ty Simpson.
I've been working on this one for years. I know it'd be very useful to us.
Mission, this portrayed LA team 1 of 2. Intel, head coach appeared frustrated by the acquisition of the new recruit. QB1 has not reached out, but he has developed one connection.
Man, but I can't wait to talk about it.
I told them to be close with that. The only family when our game comes up, it's a little more distracting than this game in the bag.
I will say though, shout out to the Cowboys social media team. This is a pretty unique, creative way to release your schedule.
Full time, no time.
Location,
Postman, I plan on changing things up a little bit on the football channel. What I want to start doing is I want to start dropping more shorts. And then I also want to... All right, so for the YouTube channel for the football season, I want to start dropping more YouTube shorts. Obviously, they're going to be public. The ones that are created out of the live stream that the YouTube makes on their own, those ones I keep as members only because I don't even know what the hell's on them. They clip any individual part of the stream that they want. Like, they could go clip the part of me talking about Nemo or me talking about Cosmos and make that the live stream highlight. And then that has nothing to do with what the video was even about, so why would I keep it up? But more YouTube shorts, and I want to make some short form videos. I want to start making 10 to 20 minute videos and posting them. So they won't be live streams. They there'll be normal videos just getting posted, but I really hope that y'all go check them out when I start making them. Yes, Cosmos. Super popular.
Jacksonville.
Or Orlando.
Agent Tyler Tettleton, assistant wide receivers coach. Mission: steer Travis Hunter to a premature retirement. Intel: video evidence of Travis saying he would retire.
Yeah, I just don't see the NXT live streams being productive. I can't really get behind supporting what they do in NXT. I can't get behind all the gay stuff. I can't get behind all that transsexual stuff. I can't get behind that. I know I fall short to the glory of God a lot. I'm a sinner myself, but I still follow Jesus. And that shit goes against that.
Choose between playing only one position in the NFL or never playing football again, what would you choose?
It's now playing football again. Great work, David. Good move, Travis. Once we get Travis to retire and start doing TikToks full time.
Nemo, have you watched NXT lately? Almost, I would say 80% of the males in NXT be acting gay as hell, and they got transsexuals on that fucking show. I cannot get behind that.
We will be victorious. That's a freaky ass mascot.
Location: New York. Mission: reacquire key asset Odell Beckham Jr. to inject veteran guidance and professional standards.
That dog taking a piss pose that he did, that's gonna happen to him this year as a Giant. He gonna get dog pissed on.
Shit. Old Scat Pack, huh? Injecting veteran guidance into our people. Victory was sure to be ours against these scoundrels from New York. Oh, I heard me say Tyler. Tyler. We are agreed then.
Location: Washington, D.C. Agent Tyler Cooper, offensive guard. Mission: expose Sam Hartman's history of bone smashing. Have observed the backup quarterback exhibits an unnaturally chiseled jaw.
What the hell is bone smash?
What? What the heck was that?
All lines. At least we're good though. Yeah, great, bro. That was good. No bone smashing necessary. Let's move on before I throw up.
Fellow Tylers, I look forward to furthering our takeover. Good luck.
Tyler time. It's not Tiffy time no more. It's Tyler time. Yeah, this was a 8-minute video. I just keep pausing it, Nemo.
17 games, 17 missions, man. This season, you're totally Who's that guy? I don't know. Tyler.
All right, yeah. Shout out to the Cowboys. That was a very creative way to release your schedule. I'm going to say, I have not seen a YouTube or an NFL schedule drop that was anything like that. I don't go hunting down other teams' schedule release, but to me, that shit's pretty fucking cool. Colts had a tough ass schedule release. Did they? I haven't checked it out. Like I said, I haven't watched other teams. I'll check out the Chargers. I will check it out. Here, I'll pull it up right now. All right, we'll put it on stream just like the Cowboys. It's a little bit shorter, 6 minutes. 2 minutes shorter. A halo representation. That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. I will say I do like the halo representation. That is pretty cool.
saying, well, keep being patient with you. That playful person that the Buffalo City by storm in his first interview, and he sat down and was like, yeah, I love cookies. And he had to.
Is that Cam Newton? That's Cam Newton, am I right? That's Cam Newton. What up, Bobby Catso? Hey, you missed out on the Cowboys schedule release video that I just aired. I mean, it's been out for 2 weeks, but it still was pretty cool.
Yeah, interesting. Y'all nice. Big dog, you're supposed to be our number one. Oh, and you're playing like a bum.
And you're playing like a bum.
Job. Oh, the Seahawks. Dangerous.
Now, you can call me a homer. I do like the Cowboys better, but I do really like the Halo representation. No, you good. You good, Bobby. What up, Jace?
Legion of Boom.
Legion of Boom.
Out artists. Week 5 versus the Broncos.
You were the
Mile High.
team show against a really difficult team.
Tell the overdose. Overkill. Week 6 at the Chiefs.
Funny how they have a referee as like the Chiefs. Like, how do they know that the referee plays for the Chiefs? They already know. Zebra armor. That's crazy. They got that zebra tactics. Yeah, Barkley. I'll do the Colts next. Week 7 bye week? That's a pretty early bye week. What? Oh, you found it?
Week 8 at the Rams. Hey, bro, don't live stream. What? I'm not. What do you mean you're not? What's that? I know, but it's not the third. Ain't nobody lets you got a camera. That's what y'all want. That's what y'all want. Week 9.
That's hilarious. We had a live stream on a live stream.
Houston 19, Chicago 13.
Oseman says the Eagles one is doo-doo. What, did someone request to do the Eagles one too? Look at the elimination names. I will, Dumbo. We do can we do Bills? I'll do the Bills after, Caleb, after the Colts.
Yeah, I'm ready. Look, here. Ruffalo's mistakes and everything that you.
If you're talking about the Cowboys one, Barkley, it wasn't just guys sitting at a table. That was like the main scene, but there was a bunch of other stuff that they did.
We're gonna be out to play on the sleeve.
All right, yeah, I'll have to write these down so I can remember what order to do them in. Hold on. All right, so Colts, Bills, and then Lions. Oh, the Eagles one was that? I got you.
3, 10 at the Ravens. Pass the physical.
All right, come on, away from my desk. Away from my desk with this. Y'all be calm. They playing lacrosse. Halo playing lacrosse is crazy.
Louis 12. This the favorites. Conquer the cupcakes.
Nothing to see here. Press skip. Conference championship. Eliminated. Has been left the game. That's crazy. I do like this one a lot. This one is pretty cool. At least it ain't as bad as the Eagles. Bruh. Nemo, I guess the Ravens one is pretty trash too. Is literally just Zay crashing a wedding. Want a roast battle? What? Also, why the hell does Trevor Lawrence with short hair look like Georgie? Trevor Lawrence cut his hair? I did not know that. You're 10, gang. You gotta pay for your shoes this year for school, Caleb? I got you. Hit up Walmart. Get the Shaq's officials.
Week 15 versus the 49ers.
Survive one practice.
Week 16 at the Dolphins.
I'll go to Diamond Gym and work out with Unc, Osman. I'll hit up Unc and go to Diamond Gym. Or Javier, whatever his name is, Javier.
Why just trying to eat all the marshmallows out of the cereal package and put them on a plate? He wants to do that. I'm telling you no.
Week 16 versus the
Here.
NFC. True. Week 18 at the Broncos. Finish the fight. We're keeping a book right now. We ask.
What's wrong? Oh, you're not wanting to eat anything. I'm all
So far.
Hey guys, hey Big Backs. Oh, so that's where my fan went. So that's where my toy went. My toy is lifting you guys up, just so you know. It's lifting you up by a toy. What's that? Ooh, that's some cool stuff. New things coming to the NFL in 2026. Eagles react to the 2026 schedule release. 92 areas, all share Alabama, Texas. Top 100 players in 2026. The Cowboys are building an offense wall. Federal is live finding the rarest sprites in. This is Fortnite. Bro, seventh grader talking to me. Nemo, you're not that much older.
Come on, bro.
How old is Nemo? Wait, Nemo, how old are you? How old is he? Bro, he's telling us saying a symbol. A
Go. All right. Sorry, guys. I'm back. All right. So you guys wanted to do the Colts one first?
No, I don't.
Why is there an O there? They don't have this year's?
Turn it down. No! No, I wanted it.
Oh, the Colts did the Simpsons?
Because they're going to sleep, they're not talking.
The schedule. What up, James? What it do? What it do?
I hate James. Simpsons.
Bash, you can't ask to do a roast and then get mad at a roast.
We're trying to watch The Simpsons.
He doesn't know your brother no your mother no, but it's not the point.
Yeah, I got Bart.
All right, come on, back up.
I love The Simpsons.
This shit low key gonna get me a copyright strike.
Bro, it's The Simpsons, of course it is. Not my favorite character. Lisa? Lisa Golden. Martha. Lisa Simpson. Lisa Simpson.
All right, back up. Come on.
Who's this?
This is pretty cool, but this shit's definitely gonna get me a copyright strike.
I see one.
Bat Bart. Week 2, Chiefs. Barbecue.
Started giving sour milk. Something must have spooked him good.
What'd you do, Homer? Shit's stupid. What the hell? Commanders in London? So the Colts are getting their ass beat in London. We see that already happening.
Homer, what did you do? Steelers.
It sure was nice of Mr. Burns to invite us for a midnight dinner at his country house in.
We are. No, it's good.
I say the same shit when I have to go through that state. Pennsylvania? No way.
We hate Pennsylvania. That's Pennsylvania. How do you stick stand?
That was Calvin Ridley trying to catch the ball. Let's replay. Hold up. Back up. Rewind. Here's Calvin Ridley as he tries to come to the Cowboys to catch the ball. And that is the Titans.
It worked at so many levels.
Vikings.
Lights on. Lights off. It don't work. They threw the lamp. Crazy work, Homer.
Church turned off the lamp. Oh, I love that scene. Cowboys.
I wanted to own the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, Dallas Cowboys.
What the fuck?
Bro, turn it.
He corked the whale's hole.
He turned it into a
He killed the air.
Texans. Again? The Texans again?
Division rival.
Giants.
Giants only once.
The Texans are sliced.
Do they have the same bye week as the Cowboys? Are the Cowboys week 13 or week 14? I'll check, Caleb. I'm sure they do. Most teams do.
I have this on. I have this on.
Otherwise known as a Philadelphia handshake.
Otherwise known as a Philadelphia handshake. That's crazy.
Maybe he can tell me how to get this off. It's so through to the other side.
This shit is pretty funny. I do like this.
Sure enough, that's American swing.
Duval. It's America's Wang.
A day of place.
All
They
right. Do the Bills.
People that sent mail to us are just subtracted. So we need to be very mindful. Now, the first guy.
Buffalo Bills schedule release video. It's only a minute. Oh, this is a year ago. Actually, we can do this. 32 videos. This is all of them. This is supposed to be all of the videos.
Gatorade, purple, of course. You've had a chance to look at the menu. Anything stand out for you tonight?
Honestly, everything looks pretty good.
Well, you are absolutely correct about
Chris Jericho, come back to Chris Jericho, please come back to the WWE.
17 different dishes, each one sourced with ingredients from across the country. Week 9 has recently
Yeah, the Colts was pretty good.
been reheated.
Yeah, I'll do the whole thing.
Excuse me?
Yeah, I'll take it all. Every dish.
JJ McCarthy.
Do you have any allergies?
No. Just cables and camera wires.
This is going to take a long time to.
Just cables and camera wires. That's crazy. The Bills didn't have one that I saw, Caleb. I looked before I played this one. But this is supposed to have all 32.
Prepare. It's a lot of food. So is that okay?
Oh yeah, I got time.
Sounds good. Every dish.
This one was like 4 minutes. It's got a list of all 32 over here. This should be all 32. I'm just going to do them in order and skip the ones that we already watched, like the Simpsons one. The Tampa Bay Bucks. The Saints.
Is that one his Saints order?
3 yards by Viper.
Yeah. It's the paper ball.
He missed.
I don't want to eat that.
That calamari looks like shit.
Is that a tiny?
Yeah, I'll do 2 times speed. Make it faster.
Is that a tiny banana?
I'll do 1.5 times. That way it's still easily understandable.
Like that.
Lion's kiss. The Bills are winged through a table. '49ers, week 11. 12 is the Falcons. No way. No way anybody walks up to JJ McCarthy and wants to take a screen picture with him. Especially girls. There's the Lions. The Commanders. The Jets. Jetteroni. The Bears.
What's up, Jets? Who's out getting some food? Excuse me? Can I actually get a lot to go?
He's got to carry 32 bags.
Best kicker in the league, man.
Oh, that's the kicker. My bad. I'm a dumbass. I thought it was JJ McCarthy. Yeah, why would they put JJ McCarthy? I'm a dumbass. Why would they put him? He ain't even who they're starting. Raiders. I showed the Cowboys first.
Hey. I'm proud.
I forgot that Kurt Warner went to the Raiders.
Fernando. They're gonna have to call me Kirko Chains. Oh, they're gonna have to call me the Mandalorian.
Are they not the same person? Just a younger version of each other?
So this is the locker room. And rule number 1 is do not step up.
Kurt Warner? Did I say Kurt Warner? Did I say Kurt Warner? My bad.
So what's the best Star Wars movie?
I am a dumbass.
One. Star Wars New Hope, which was
I meant Kirk Cousins. I don't know why I said Kurt Warner.
originally titled Star Wars in 1977, but then they changed it to Star Wars New Hope in 1981. Say your favorite football play on 3. 1, 2, 3. Turbo right, 63, wide shallow. Jinx! Did we just become best friends? Nope. Nice.
Whoa. What the fuck were they just measuring in their locker? I don't want to know.
For my 15-year-old uncle. Thank you for trusting me. Oh my, it's beautiful, Mr. Chains. This is a signed sword from Las Vegas' own Donny Osmond. I love Vinny Joseph, the musical. Go, Joseph. You know what to say. Don't stare at this too long.
This shit's kind of lame. The Raiders is okay, but I think it's kind of lame. I said Kirk Warner. I did say the first name right. I said Kirk. Kirk and Kurt. I mean, they kind of sound the same. But I said Kirk Warner. I don't know why. I just said the wrong last name, like a dumbass. It's all right, though. Yeah, Nemo, according to Barkley, the Eagles is worse. All right. We already saw this one. Green Bay.
You're like 1,000 tickets short, so
Now if you pull all my tickets together, Josh, it glows.
tickets. Gotta give him a dagger. What's that?
Let's go see.
You know what this reminds me of? MTV Celebrity Deathmatch. The little characters.
Gotta be kidding me. What's wrong?
So they can hear us.
Stop it!
Micah.
Can't you count faster? You're one mother-loving ticket short. Thank you.
You do this.
I think this is like a recreation of Celebrity Deathmatch. This one is kind of retarded. How many of you guys have seen Celebrity Deathmatch? I know you haven't. How many of you guys have actually seen MTV's Celebrity Deathmatch? And if you haven't, I do suggest go watch it. There's a whole bunch of them, like Marilyn Manson versus Eminem, I believe. There's a whole ton of them. And they were pretty funny. This, on the other hand, is kind of like a mistake. We know Green Bay sucks. Like, they're just trying to show it to us.
To the ground. Gotta wake up with your pants hot. I believe there's no escape. Choice of worship. Turn. Step on. And there's your. Let's go. This is not necessarily this. Packer, the short-lived 1980s team mascot.
Oh my god.
Wanted politics to get you ready for the season, but I just got off the phone with the president. He asked me to pass a message along. It is time.
It is time. Okay. All right. Now we got Tampa Bay.
This is for
Baker.
Say what? Over. If you're a tourist on trouble down the bay, I need you to take care of it. I got this.
Why does Baker look like he could have been on Baywatch?
The boys are on it.
Like he had like the makeup and stuff with the face. Like it looked like the cinematic version of like a Baywatch character. But they're doing like a Baywatch theme, so I guess it makes sense. Now I see why they made him look like he was from Baywatch. Makes sense. Really, what this looks like is they are taking their fans and showing them that they suck. Because they're in Tampa Bay destroying all these other stuff from their fan base. Tampa Bay going down when the Cowboys come to town. The Steelers can't even lift the fucking weights. The Rams, they catching each other's fucking fishing lures. What up, Trent? What up? What up? Sorry, bro. I'm focused on watching the show. My bad, brother. Welcome in, Trent. What it do? What it do? Trent, you should always know ain't shit personal, brother. Absolutely, Barkley. It makes sense for Tampa Bay, though. It's kind of retarded.
Tampa Bay, watch the headquarters. Tampa Bay, watch the headquarters. Coming, Captain. You got them. Go, Captain. What do you got for me? Mission complete. It's worse. We don't just watch. Okay. We are. Can you leave this now?
Baker Mayfield's kind of funny. All right, now we got
First day at work, but you're joining us at a very important time. Your schedule.
these guys are the Steelers.
For security checks. Great, thanks. I know I'm not from around here, but what's up with all the Bears? Well, how else are people supposed to reserve their parking spots? Hey, Jamie, how you doing? Actually, I thought not. Hey, not. Come on. Hey, Leah. You know, I think my favorite thing about this Steelers team is just how games are being.
Pat McAfee show.
Here we go. DJ? I'm sorry, what? DJ. Still nothing. Yeah. That's completely different than what you just said. That was not. The reason I asked is we have this amazing cafeteria with an amazing chef. Got any fries? We got fries on salad. We got fries on jam. Fries on pizza. Fries on fruit. Fries on mac and cheese. Fries on jug. Fries in coffee. Fries in smoothies. Oh, good. Does everything have to have fries on? That's funny. I think you're gonna fit right in. I bet. Joe, I got it.
Shit's retarded.
Hours are closed, you're gonna have to go up, down, and around. Okay, you may make a left and see a bus sticking out of
Are they ever going to talk about what teams? Such chat. My wife called. She just got out of work. All right, back to what we were doing. Where'd the audio go? Oh.
Are yins going downtown? Are yins going downtown? Now, this is for people who just moved in. Now a tricky one. Scum band. He's great. Let's move on a little bit. Works. Wash up. Be cleaned up. Wash up.
Come on in, Linda. Stuff like that. You can just stand on this right here. Let's try smiling. Maybe turn, give us shoulder. Right like that. Maybe chin down a little bit. Yeah, like that. Good. We got this too. Like water color. You're pretty guarded. It looks good, you know. Of course. I think we got it. You're great.
What the fuck was that? This is complete trash from the Steelers. You think you're so the Eagles is worse than this one? So we got two things of trash coming out of Philadelphia?
All right, here we are. What's in this one? Your future.
Or my bad, out of Pennsylvania?
There it is. Your schedule. Okay, we're gonna deliver this to the team. You think we could? I don't know. This is the original copy of the schedule. Some people would look directly at it. It has a tendency to densify your DNA. You ready for that?
The fuck is Yenzify?
Oh my God! You know what I'm talking about? Oh, I know what you're talking. You know what I'm talking about? I know.
So now they release the schedule. All of that to show that little last bit of schedule release. The rest of it's just a garbage ass video. The Browns one was good. Well, we're gonna check them all out. We're probably not gonna do NFL Perry tonight, only because we're doing this. We'll get back on NFL Perry back on Thursday again. All right, so there was the Steelers. Next, we got the
Welcome, everybody.
Cardinals.
Stop schedule review. Thanks for jumping on. Please make sure your cameras are on and your mics are off. Big Red, let's start off with a refresher on who your opponents will be this season. Let's start with your division. Not telling if you guys have the NFC East this year. The Eagles.
Why are we so angry? He's not as fun as Gritty. That's fanatic. Seriously? Well, Saquon says hi. Goody. Yeah, this is kind of trash. I really don't even get this one.
And you round it off with the Lions and Saints. Okay, Arizona, here is your 2026 schedule. That's a wrap. Roll the schedule.
Yeah, Arizona's was trash. Arizona's was trash.
Oh, that's your mic. Calm down, Rufus FCG. Take it easy, Rufus FCG.
Now we've got a fucking minute and a half of credits that are bad takes that we didn't even get to see.
Okay. Action. Looking confused, kind of looking around, pretending you belong, pretending you belong. All right. Bigger guns, bigger guns. Yeah. Up, down, low, everywhere. Yeah. Oh, right.
That was straight trash. Here's the New York Giants. Winston Van Gogh. The Eagles. That was the worst picture of a steak and cheese I think I've ever seen. That was literally supposed to represent a steak and cheese. Where'd it go? That's a steak and cheese sandwich. And he wrote cheese up here. Like, you can't write cheese. But how the fuck does this look? This looks like a hamburger. Does that not look like a hamburger? That does not look like a steak and cheese.
Sloan said he is the secondary player no one has ever seen. Who believes that? We got two people, two teammates. To the top of Minnesota. He's gonna get two tickets to a New York Football Giants game. All right, what's two and friends? Everybody know what two and friends go.
Trace. Uno, dos, tres.
I'm not taking no. Which ass ass? We have also I said, Floki. That's Cleveland Browns.
Wow. Yeah, it's kind of funny, but it's also kind of trash. I'm not from Philly. They're called cheesesteak in Philly. We call them steak and cheese everywhere the fuck else. I don't never put the secondary item first on the list. The cheese is the secondary item. The first item is the steak. So we call it steak and cheese because the priority of the sandwich is the steak. The secondary item is the cheese. We don't never put the secondary item first. That's a Philly thing. The Philly thing. That's a Philly thing. Cheesesteak is a Philly thing. Everywhere else, it's a steak and fucking cheese. No, Bash. Bash, the Lions hasn't come up yet.
Yeah, the team is very, very much bigger. It's an animal. You know, you got 15 seconds.
Yo, low key, he did a good eagle. Low key, he drew a good eagle.
You have won our last tickets. That's a wrap. We out here. It's a great name. Okay, just signed for 3 years. Signed up 3 years. Chris, yes, 15 seconds.
Why the fuck wouldn't they don't? Hey, where I went in New York, they didn't call it chopped cheese.
Okay, did you play football? Obviously, you played.
But even the places that they do call it chopped cheese. I guess they're still talking about the steak as in the steak is chopped and then cheese. Like, to me, that just is retarded. Like, otherwise, to me, that would think you would think you're ordering a cheese sandwich. Barkley, I lived in New York. I told you before, I lived in Queens. I lived in Queens across from the Bronx Bridge. Yo, I lived in Queens. I lived in New York. And I've been in New York many other times. At the bodegas. They're not delis, they're bodegas. And I wasn't in Brooklyn. I was in Manhattan. I was in the Bronx. I was in Queens. And I'm just New York. I was also. But I never really went to Brooklyn. But I've been in the Bronx. I've been to Harlem. No, I lived in the projects at the end of the Bronx Bridge. Right when you enter, right after you enter Queens. Right across from the Bronx.
You have the wife. 14, one wife. So much.
Winston Van Gogh. All right, now we got the Broncos. There you go, Trent. Your team. Hey, Lions, don't look past the Giants. If the Giants stay healthy, they're going to have a decent team. What up, James? Yeah. Yeah, this looks like a Temu or a Shein commercial. What white girl? I gotta pause every so often.
Definitely get worried going.
What white girl you talking about?
His life would be so much easier if he wasn't doing this.
Royals Projects, based out of Tarpon Springs. I don't know what the fuck Tarpon Springs is, bro. Oh, the one next to Peyton. I got you. Yeah. Yeah, that girl ugly too.
Thank you very much. One thing not looking forward to is slicing my tomatoes, making dinner for my family, putting together this red salad. Secret and but what if I told you, Adrian and Mother's Day, Greenville, Rice, Hungry, North Beach, use the golden deep reds to another. For you Miami fans come here a mile high, look out and see cover because you're calling for a sack storm warning.
A sack storm? They don't got the Marcus Ware Von Miller back in the day no more. No more sack storm coming from them.
Peel off the adhesive magic strip, tears, and apply. Bam! Now watch this. Bam!
Excuse me. It's not funny because looking at the Instagram, I noticed Yankees, Lakers, G7, funny wearing a Patriots jersey back in 2021. You see why this was bad for you?
The Super Bowl 50 commemorative chain, Strongholds Inc. It's only $19.95. No, but wait, you call before the Raider game. I'll give you two for the price of one. Now, let's take a call from a recent.
Before the Raider game.
Seriously?
This could be like.
Damn, Bash. Why you so upset, Bash? Low key, sorry, Trent. The Broncos schedule release was trash. It's literally a fucking TV program. Here's the Browns, James. Street Fighter.
This is Street Fighter CL, a state-of-the-art game featuring the elite players in the world. Gameplay, support, and special features of a flow journey on.
Except they're missing their best Street Fighter, Garrett.
Injury reports. And if you got enough timing, you might just score a perfect victory.
Aduga! Aduga!
And we win, strike a pose that really rocks.
The Ravens. They say they beat you guys, Nemo.
Looking for more challenges? Try out for Unit Stage. Each character has their own defined stage. Check this out. The stage selection is so realistic. Maybe too realistic. If it's impossible, which it's not. Oh, but about a quarter. It does that once a year. Back. Sorry.
Oh, stop. Don't take it personal, Bash.
You can continue at any
It
time.
ain't that serious, Bash. They just messing around. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with Chun-Li. I like Cammy better, though. I like Chun-Li, but I also like Cammy the best. Saruka, what's her name? Saruka? Sarika? She's pretty dope, too. But Chun-Li's probably my second favorite.
These graphics are totally tubular. They don't blow your mind. Surprise! Another bonus game.
I'm sure she does, Jumbo. I'm sure she does.
You're gonna love it. That's no theory. Try it today.
Yeah, that's kind of lame. Like, I like the fact that they were gonna use Street Fighter, but I think they kind of butchered it. Falcons is next. Here comes the Falcons, Jags, then Titans.
Learning and adjusting how good things done. It's incredible having Matt Ryan as president of football around here. It's really truly incredible. You know, he's learning that's not as intense around here as it is in
We'll roll things out with you. That, I'll put them out. All right, we are, Mr. Green, tell us the. The 2026 opponent. How's it going,
Bijan Robinson.
Hold it. Keep going fine. Keep going fine. Nope. Nope. Right here. I don't need. It's all good, Mark. Just try another day. I saw it trying to the P.
Hey, Gordy, you talking about it too.
What? That's not there.
Okay.
I love Drake London, how competitive he is around here, but he can take the term reception a bit too literally. Hello, this is Drake London with Atlanta Falcons. How may I help you? Yeah. Sorry about that. How can I help you? Do it 1 second.
Best interception of the day, boy. Matty Ice. More like no more ice. The Aints.
Hold up. You know what? We'll get some. Don't worry about the Jaguars.
That was kind of lame. I ain't gonna lie. Is it over? No, it's only halfway there.
Right flip empty. She got 322. Y stick line. KK. Gun trick right flop empty. Oh, yeah. Lunch.
Lemon pepper stepper. Everyone is nice. No one is speaking in the Discord.
Yeah, I know Ruth Camp video of Bijan. I love it. You know who really loved it? You know. Can we introduce you to someone? Drake.
I hear you.
To our new IT specialist, Drake.
Bash, you weren't even in our Discord, were you? Bijan. Started stepping everybody in the office. And why is the Dirty Bird? The Dirty Bird, I feel like, should be the color of the bird on the sleeves. Should be a falcon.
Here at the Atlanta Falcons, we want guys that have that dominance. Galen, how was the weekend? Jalen Walker? Too much stuff, yeah. San Francisco CBS Atlanta, 1990 game. Welcome to Atlanta, coach. I thought when the players play,
I feel like I should be sitting where the players play. What a loser.
wasn't good.
Jermaine Dupri.
For us.
Yeah, the Falcons one was kind of lame. I ain't gonna lie. Falcons one is definitely kind of lame. Eagles is still worse? That's crazy, Barkley. That's crazy. We got Jaguars next. Oh, we're going to get to see Trevor Lawrence get his hair cut. Oh. Yo. I can tell you right now, even with the long hair, definitely going to look like Jonesy. Definitely going to look like Jonesy. You're right. Bro gonna look weird as hell. But this is a kind of retarded ass way to release your schedule. That better be a wig. That better be a wig. Because that shit just looks retarded. Definitely a wig. His hair is much lighter than that.
Somebody just told me I look like Dustin Hoffman.
Yes, Trent, it said who you were playing every week.
Oh my gosh, Woody Johnson, the owner of the New York Jets. Woody Johnson, Arthur. Big Dom. Big Dom? What Dom? Yeah, I was just like you. Because I have a brother named Dom. Again. Oh, Derek Henry. Oh man, my bad, my bad. DJ Stroud. Not familiar. You play quarterback for seconds? Nah, not sir. Not. Bro, you look just like it. Excuse me, Pat. Are you Pat McAfee? Miles Garrett. Hey, heck yeah, dude.
Yeah, he looks just like Myles Garrett.
Season two. Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence. Come on.
Hey, at least that color of hair is more like what Trevor Lawrence's hair actually looks like.
You want to know who it is? Jerry Jones. You know the Cowboys? Jerry, I'm from the UK. Will Compton?
I'm from the UK.
No way. I'm telling you. Dan Campbell. What's up, bro? Dan Campbell. Fernando Mendoza on board. Oh, yeah, see the family, you know what I mean? Oh, Aaron Rodgers? Oh, dude, I won't tell anybody he's not Aaron Rodgers. Oh, man.
Yeah, some of those didn't look anything like him. And that was a horrible schedule released by the Titans. We've already seen the Cowboys take over. Let's skip the Cowboys. The Cowboys have the longest one. You thought that was the best one yet, Southside? For real? For real, for real? Barkley, of course that's what you noticed. '49ers. Week 8, bye week. Wrong way. Week 10, Cowboys. Week 10, Giants. San Francisco versus the Rams. Week 11. Week 18. They must be just going through, like, their fan base's man caves. 80 years of San Francisco. 80 years of queers. New England Patriots. The twist and the turns. The twist and the turns on the roller coaster ride for the Patriots. As they no longer have the easiest schedule in football. And some of them dudes look like they about to get sick. Look like they about to get sick. They had Six Flags. Makes sense. If I was high right now, this shit would make me sick. It's over with. All right. Now we got Kansas City Chiefs.
Welcome to Chiefs. I'm your host, Bruce.
I'm your battle host.
Depends on which Six Flags you go to, Southside. Saying that they own the Seahawks. That's crazy.
It's called Baby.
Oh, that sounds serious.
Yeah, the Pats was on the roller coaster. We saw it, Jumbo.
That's why we're offering sale go. Sorry.
We need that for Philly too. Green be gone for the Patriots game. Even though if they don't play the Patriots for like the cheating ass Patriots. Yeah, this is pretty trash so far. I agree, Southside. Barkley still says the Eagles is worst. We'll see it. It's coming. Sorry, chat. My wife called again. She said there was something wrong with the car. All right. Get this game back on. Yeah, once this is over, we're a little over halfway through. Once it's over, though, we'll probably end the stream. There won't be any NFL parody tonight because of this, but...
Welcome back. I'm Roman Wednesday, and today we're going to oversee which makes me 6 cents.
Chicago Bears, Southside.
Now let's add some details to our shot. Take it out. Make some big files. First, it's good. It looks better. Maybe we'll see.
If you mess up on the Eagle, you can just turn it to a jet.
So that's satisfying. Now let's focus on the wind. Maybe you got a couple ships sailing in, one from the north, one from the south. You can have a little dolphin in there if you like. In our world, you can have anything that we want. Any open. Let's add some little crazy stuff here. Maybe you got a few cats. Maybe you got a buffalo. Great. Shoot, with that, I think we got how to finish game. It's that easy. Really hope you've enjoyed it. Until then, I'd like to do all I'm painting and put down my breath.
Southside, I'm sorry. The Bears fucking suck. The Bears schedule release fucking sucks. That is trash. I'm sorry. If the Eagles is worse than that, Barkley, the Eagles are going to have a horrible season. But here it is. Here's the Eagles.
Chicago. Everybody know this one? Sunday, October 11th. Eagles at the Jaguars. Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in London, 9:30.
This is pretty bad. This is pretty bad, Barkley. But I'm sorry, the Bears one was probably worse. I will say Barkley needs to pop that fucking pimple off his eye. Like, that pimple stands the fuck out on Barkley. 14 minutes? All right, Barkley, we're gonna have to do this. Speed this bitch up a little more. Can we go to 4? There we go. We'll have to get through this one in about, what's 14 divided by 4? About 4.5 minutes. 3.5 minutes. I think, hey, Barkley, I think fast forward and it makes it better. I think it's better when you speed it up. It makes it better. Yeah, theirs is pretty dumb. Barkley, it is pretty annoying. We're just gonna go to the next one. Cincinnati.
It's something you can feel. Old rivalries resurfacing. New chapters emerging. Memories in their turn. Like in week 1, when a tie breaks, dead men tell no tales.
They did, Jumbo. You're right.
In Houston, in the division, identities rebuild. But here, the standard never slips. And in that quiet consistency, appears an edge that speaks for itself. These games come down to the final breath. Nothing escapes untouched. Bringing the heat in week 5 as we head into a clean. Excuse me for a second. As I was saying, we're division rivals. We can't back up with this one. We've seen this before. Moments that define seasons. The fans packed the place like it was theirs. This time, they're bending a legacy that was built to be more relentless than theirs.
Beetlejuice!
For Monday night. For week 12, it's no surprise if I witness. For week 13, battle. Now it's time to have some fun. The continuation of an old story. Some battles don't end, they just return home. And as they say, be pounded. Keep your friends close, but your neighbors closer. Then, a primetime New Year's party in a jump. About time. That's going to be one hell of a ball drop. Yeah, what do you say? So, there it is. 17 chances for everyone else to remember.
I think the Bengals have a good chance this year. If they can stay healthy, I think they have a good chance this year.
We begin tonight with a very special forecast, and it's looking a little competitive. Margaret? In New Orleans, we know a thing or two about tracking storms. We've been asked to take a look at what could be a threat this season. So here's a deep dive into what's in store because we want you to be prepared. We want you to know what's going to happen. The Carolina Panthers are going to try to build on their winning 2025 season, but the Saints have shown things is going to be like
The Aints.
They are feeling pride after an 8-season losing streak. The area is now under a decades-long choke advisory. They're not going to get any relief with the interesting Superdome. You know, I was something. Like, is it possible to get confidence? No. The tropical system seems to be forming off the coast of Florida with extreme highs and lows the same day. The winds are strong, but the consistency remains out of the Caribbean. Likely never to make landfall. Let's check in with catches.
Yeah, Margaret. From what I'm seeing from some of the short-range computer models here,
Well, it's crazy for New Orleans to threaten other teams with a tornado or hurricane. It's crazy.
The chance of any big change out there unlikely because
they talking mad shit, Nemo.
Let's check in with Shelby Latino.
Why would they? Since the Saints are the ones that get the worst weather, Hurricane City. Why would they use a weather forecaster as their schedule release?
Conditions in Superdome this fall, and right now conditions are calm, but in just a few months, the entire area is going to be
till it's packed with the citizens again.
Constant pressure. Threat, cloud volume. We're expecting sustained noise levels above 100 decibels, false start, and very limited communication for visiting systems. Margaret, back to you. Now, looking to the Midwest, their activity is high. Locals are warning, stay indoors to avoid danger.
They're scared of the Bears.
You can't trust the podcasters declaring them contenders again. Radar clearly shows that was limited passing conditions. Now, looking at what's in Cincinnati.
Yeah, Saints will fall behind the Panthers. I think Tampa Bay will be ahead of the Saints, actually. I think it'll go Carolina, Tampa Bay, Saints, Atlanta.
Although it does look better from a distance, not unlike Skyline Chili.
Yes, Trent, we're doing the rest of them.
Let's head over to the other side of the pond for our opponents.
Teams, and then I'm ending the stream.
So we kind of concerned.
Live stream's longer than normal for Sunday night.
All right, folks, a lot of noise in the models. Flakes of real risk, but nothing.
Yeah, I got the Saints and the Bucks switched around with you there, Barkley. Oh no, Trent. Oh no. I'm kicking the shit out of Bo. Oh no.
Welcome to the Commander Science Pack.
Washington.
Thank you first. To get to reapply. It's yellow, ain't why. It's really coming down. Yeah. It's nothing. Oh, they got it slide.
Luckily, the rest of these are all... Dude, Detroit only has a 34-second schedule release.
Got it in hard. Feel bad. You want to go?
They put a whole lot of effort in the 4th place for the season. Oh, that's cool. Nah, they're strictly down to business is what it says, Barkley. It is. That's what it looks like, Barkley.
Nana bought me these shoes. Look how big. I didn't notice until now. It's awesome.
Yeah, why would she buy you those? Where did she buy? Why would she buy clown shoes?
They were the only shoes
Why would she buy you clown shoes?
because they're the only red ones they had, and I thought they would fit because we didn't look at the sign. As the short one,
They literally look like clown shoes. No, they don't. Like 3 inches bigger than your foot. Yeah, Washington's was trash. All right, here comes Miami, guys. Yeah, Commanders doing way too much for finishing 4th place in their division.
The boss is asking me to bring it.
Mr. Ross, here, that's talking to you guys doing. Mr. Ross, here,
Well, Willie Gay, I'm working for it. Willie Gay, Mr. Ross wants to see you. We can use themselves. All right, hold on. Yeah, okay. I'm doing this.
Come on here.
Oh, Jesus. Rick Rose.
What's up, man? Oh, they got you.
Hey, 305 Miami, salute. I think she's most excited for this season. You know, checking something great for himself. Into the playoff, though. He'll be in the late season. He move on to the team, sports teams, team doesn't play up. Just want to get in there, just trying to let all things line up. But still funky. You know, like,
Ricky Rose would be a fan of the Miami Dolphins. Mr. 305, Mr. Can't Stay Alive, Mr. Likes Trash Teams.
That's what we need. You can't have baby, you can tell now. It's all football. Anything you need, you actually Mr. Ross. Close the door behind you.
You're not lying, Jumbo. You're not lying.
Oh, I was doing my job today. They saying, let's go, baby. Okay, ready. Are you ready?
Trash.
You ready for the season, baby? We're born for this.
I wonder how much they paid Rick Ross to do that. Here's the Panthers. They just blowing shit up. Damn, that camera looked like it got scorched.
That's so cute. Do you love the hair? Michael was like,
Big ass cheese ball. Shredded cheese everywhere. They blowing up the Broncos. Man, they detonating everything. Panthers is all right. It's kind of lame, but it's all right. I agree, Nemo. It's entertaining. That's about the extent of it.
I didn't take my medicine. It's right there.
Yeah, I mean, Barkley, anytime you get a chance to blow shit up, it's fun. And they probably will blow up their division. All right, we got the Chargers. Theirs is kind of long. We already watched it. We already watched the Chargers. The Jets, they just painting colors.
It's in the kitchen. Dad, what the heck are you watching?
Released for every team. No, I'm not going backwards. The Browns. This is an art project. Bob hats. Raiders. The Chiefs. Bills.
Yo, what the heck? I used to watch those ASMRs. Like,
Chargers.
and I used
The
watch-
bye week.
I
Yeah.
used to watch those videos like a long time ago, months ago.
Broncos.
Almost.
Cardinals. What? I heard it. Minnesota.
Next is gonna be Dallas Cowboys.
The Bills. Date to be determined. Jets.
You even remember me. Absolutely.
All right. Crashing out over the schedule. Houston Texans.
Week 1, Buffalo Bills.
Right.
Cincinnati Bengals. Week 3, Indianapolis Colts. Week 4, wait. Division here? Dallas Cowboys. Week 5, Tennessee Titans. Week 6, Jacksonville Jaguars. Week 7, Week 8, unfortunately, no Texans football this week. My character would never say it. 9, Los Angeles Chargers. Week 10, Cleveland Browns. We going.
Beat the shit out of himself.
Week 13, Week 14, Washington Commanders. Jacksonville Jaguars. I'd like to explore all of it. Say, let's get one for safety. Packers. What? Oh.
What the fuck?
Yes, I actually.
Is this?
Why is half of it? No. All right, that's the tennis. That's the Texans. Here's the Lions. 30 seconds.
Most physical team in football. Very good. Lions Super Bowl winner. Is it full? I think it's easily this one.
They said, fuck y'all. This is all we're doing. We're going to pin a piece of paper to the board. And it's over. Smells like football season is over. 2026 season is here. Seattle Seahawks. The Ravens is literally the last one. It says one is hidden. One video got taken down.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. Holy cow! I've been saying it, the news, and now people smell like it. But the real question is, what will the Seahawks opponents smell like?
Up next, guys, real 3 from Philadelphia, Pittsburgh, the greatest.
That's hilarious.
Thank you.
That is hilarious.
Thank you so much. Let's go.
It smells of no problem.
That. Like right after I said my joke, that's the last hilarious.
You're welcome.
Yo, he's doing the ice cream thing. What's the funny?
It's secrets from Carolina.
Oh,
No. See, I just suck the ball. Just gave me back my just so I'm gonna 5:30.
fuck you, they said. Beast mode. All right, here's the Bills. Caleb, finally get the Bills if you're still here.
I said outside.
Trevor Lawrence is Bills Mafia. That is not necessary.
That's one idea. No. Bad ideas. Let's turn it around. We got. What's in
30.
the Giants for Christmas? Well, I just came up with this last night. It's not fully fun. So you know, first, it's something. Sounds like a good idea, man.
Maybe we can work with this other. That way we can tap into the community mode.
Emo, they made you wait until last to get yours. Yours is next.
Sorry, what was it? Something about Christmas? Giant Christmas.
Go.
Technology transformed the butterfly. Okay, look, you leave side. Direction cookie. I wrote it down. All right, was that represented?
Definitely suck. It's really low key, only like 3 or 4 good ones.
TJ, what about idea we can invest in? Maybe what's next? I'm going to say the world. We got a lot of really good ideas here. But 2 of them specifically were the best. I think I know where we're heading.
Fuck. Yeah, I don't get what the last part of that is. I have no idea why it was dripping, Barkley. I don't understand it. I guess it was dripping away like their Super Bowl aspirations. All right, here's the Ravens.
Somebody go crack way. Ciara and Zach, you Ravens fans, they met up years ago, and their love for all things Baltimore brought them together. Ciara booked Foley Crack Way reception as a surprise as that. But I found out, and I love it. So I thought I could join the party too. I had no idea I'm here. Let's go.
No, he had one extra guest that you could lay out. Introducing wide receiver from the Baltimore Ravens, Zay Flowers. I get, yeah. That's about different for everybody. You give everybody tickets to a game that's been face a seat in the race.
That's sad. Nemo, why they got to give out their tickets? They got to give their tickets away. Week 3 at Dallas. Be ready. Yeah, I will say that was pretty lame. That was pretty lame too. But hey guys, hopefully y'all have fun. Hopefully y'all enjoy watching the NFL schedule release videos from each team with us. If not, too fucking bad. But whatever. Hopefully y'all had a blessed night. Stay blessed. Get some rest. Wake up tomorrow. Make that shit great.